This is 2025, and every single girl, every single woman is trying to get into one business or, pursue one career or learn one skill that can give them money. Nobody is staying idle. Every single girl, every single woman is trying one way or the other to earn their own money. Women are no longer solely depending on men for, money and everything like that. If you're not doing anything in this 2025, if you're being idle, if you're not trying to turn your 1 naira to 2 naira, then you're joking. You are joking. And there are a lot of businesses, a lot of skills to learn online, a lot of businesses to do, a lot of career paths to pursue for you to be making money. Now, thrift business is one of those businesses that can give you money, that can give you good money, because there's good profit in this business. And I'm telling you from experience, because this is the business that I do. So I'm not just coming here to tell you that, oh, five business or one business that you can do to make money in 2 days or one day. This is something that I do. So I'm coming to tell you here now that thrift business is one business that can be earning you good money. Thrift business is one business that can change your finances. If you're struggling, if you're someone who's trying to look for something to do, who is trying to turn their 1 naira to 2 naira, 5 naira, and even 10 naira, thrift business is that business that you should give a try. You should try this business. In fact, you should get into this business, because this business is a very, very lucrative one and a low risk business. Yes, I would say this anytime, that thrift business is a low risk business. This is not a business that you would get into and all your mind will be doing bing 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 bing. This is not double cash or change your 1 naira to 2 naira in 1 minute, but this is a very, very lucrative business. One thing I'll say is that before you get into this business, it is proper for you to learn about it, to do your proper research about this business, know about this business, know how this business works, know everything about the business. This is not just for trade business. In fact, before you get into any business, it is important that you learn about that business. You don't just, go ahead to put your money into it, or go ahead to, buy the items immediately because somebody is online saying, oh, I make 200 naira from this, I make 5 naira, I make 5,000 naira from this business every day, and then you just go ahead, carry your money, go and buy the stuff, and because you see, oh, how the person is doing it, you say, oh, I can do the same thing, I can do the same thing, and just go ahead to start it. No, you have to learn about that business, know how it works, know how that person is really doing it, know everything about that business, know where you can get, how you can sell, and every single thing about that business before you take your money and just put into it. Now, this is the mistake that a lot of people make. They don't even want to know. They just see, oh, somebody said that this business is working, where they say, I can go and buy this thing, I can go and buy this thing and resell. The next thing, they have carried their money, they go ahead, they buy, and then next day, 2 days, next month, they're back to their house. They've even lost their money, because everything is not as easy as they appear. Most things are not as easy as they appear at all. It is proper that you learn about that business that you want to go into. Learn how it works. Now, for thrift business, I've been putting a lot of videos about this business on my page. I've been talking about the thrift business because this is what I do. So I've been teaching and helping people who want to get into this business, learn about this business, how you can buy bills, just different things about this business. I've been talking about it on this page, right? And I've also coached people privately. I've also coached people privately who wants to get into this business. A lot of persons just go into this business. I've seen people that, just rush into this thing. They just come online, they see people, posting clothes, people, they say, I can do this business. Before they go to the market, they buy stuff, and then they start struggling with those items. They start struggling with those items because they did not do their proper research about this business. Some of them even go ahead to buy rags. Some of them get cheated, just different things, because they did not do proper research about this business, they did not learn about this business. There's this person that reached out to me, oh, that she wants to get into this business and she would like me to, teach her, coach her. I was like, okay, no problem. You can pay for my class. And then I told her, and then she, ghosted and left. I was like, okay. She went ahead to get a bill and, started doing this business. I saw her post. I was even like, oh, wow, that's nice. And later she told me how it was a struggle for her to sell the bill, how she struggled. She was posting the same item, the same set of, in fact, out of a bill, she was posting just few sets of items because the bill was bad and everything. She had to stop the business. Yes, she had to stop this business because she did not learn about this business. She did not follow the right steps about this business. A lot of people just jump into buying bills because, of course, they do not know. They just want to start business and then they go online because everybody's advertising everything online. You go online, you see people that are selling bills that are now online. These are things that do not used to happen before. You hardly see somebody that supplies being online, but these days you go online, your supplier is online. So they go online, they see people who are saying, oh, buy bill. If you buy this bill, this your bill will double your money. You will sell them to 200 and then you will make 5 million naira. And then they just go ahead, carry their money, give to them. They buy the bill and then they come back to their house, they see the bill and they start crying and then they just close because some of them struggle to even recover their money because they don't know the right things. They don't know about bail. They've not studied about bail. They've not been taught about bills. They've not asked the right questions, and then they just go ahead to, putting their money into it. So it is very important that if you want to get into this business, that you learn about this business, learn about it, know the basics that you need to know about bills, know how to find your niche, know how to do proper costing, know how much you need to start with, study the market around your area. It is very, very important. All of these things you need to know. Now this brings me to my class, right? I'm going to be holding a 2 days class about thrift business, a 2 days intensive class. Now there are a lot of things that I've not been able to see out here. I've put up a lot of videos about this thrift business on my page here because, like I said, this is a business that I do, so I talk about it here on my channel. But there are some things that I have not been able to put out here because, of course, I have customers who are here. Now, in this class, I'm going to be teaching you a lot. I'm going to be dropping the flyer of the class in this video. Everything about the class is on that flyer. So I'm going to be teaching you things that you need to know about this thrift business because for me, I had to learn from experience. I had to learn. I had to fail from this, you know, lose my money, go back again, try again. And I can remember the first time that I bought my first bill. Oh my God, that I had to sign my first bill and I made a silly agreement with the supplier. Tell you that I cried because of that bill. I cried. So I had to, learn from all of these experiences. And this is not the time for you to start learning from experience. You don't have to learn from your own experience. You can learn from people who have done it, what they have done, how they've done it. So that is why I'm going to be holding this 2 days class because a lot of persons have been asking me for this class. And like I said, I hold private classes, which is more expensive than this amount for this class because the registration fee for this class is 5,000 naira only. So I'm going to be teaching you a lot. I'm going to be leaving the flyer again, like I said, so you can see the outline of the class. And in this class, you can ask me all the questions that you need to ask because it's going to be a closed WhatsApp group. You can ask all the questions that you need to ask, questions that I cannot openly answer here. I'll be able to answer it in that class. So the number for you to contact to register for the class is going to be on the flyer, and I'm also going to be leaving it in the comment section if you want to register for the class. Like I said again, it is important that you learn about this business before you get into it. It is very, very important so you don't go ahead and lose your money or do the wrong things and cause yourself a big loss. The class is just 5,000 naira for the registration fee. So if you want to get into this business, or you're someone who has been struggling and looking for a business that can be giving you money, that can be turning your 1 naira to 2 naira, or even your 1 naira to 5 naira, and maybe your 1 naira to 10 naira, then you need to register for this class. Or if you know anyone who has been looking for something to start or wants to get into this thrift business, please do well to share the flyer to them. Tell them about this class. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and also share to anyone that this video will be helpful to. Leave any comment or question that you have in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'm going to be seeing you in my next video.